Hello, good morning, everybody. So, y'all, I'm gonna just have a little ride to work, and I want to tell y'all the advantages and the disadvantages that I found about being a supervisor. All right, and y'all, I gotta tell you, make sure be a part of. If you are a part of the Natural Hair Committee, you better start being a part of Pattern Beauty, because my Pattern Beauty hair dryer. Oh, I love it. You see how it has my hair, and I'm gonna get me the Pattern Beauty steamer. That's next, because it just does so good for your hair. I got to get my split ends cut though. That's what's next, and then my hair is just gonna be growing. So yeah, let's talk about the advantages and the disadvantages of supervision. One thing about supervision, you got to go to work all the time. You always got to be at work. Yeah, it ain't no you can't go to work. It ain't no I want to take off the day. You have to be there. It's a huge commitment, and that was something that I had to learn how to make sacrifices. You have to make sacrifices as well. So a lot of late night just trying to kick it, I can't do that because I have people that I have to be responsible for now. And one of the disadvantages is that you have to babysit. I babysit people constantly that are adults. So, it's quite a bit. I gotta say, I am getting, I guess, as much help as the next person can give me. And then the rest is up to me. So I talked to a friend because I'm gonna tell y'all honestly, I was like, I'm not about to keep doing this. Like, I can't. This is just too much. But I talked to a friend of mine, and sometimes you just need that, that touch from a friend that just tells you, look, just go ahead and do it. She told me, she was like, go ahead and do it for the next 3 months or something like that. And then she was like, you probably can find something better. She was like, yeah, just, and I'm like, well, no, I'm lacking so many resources here. And she said, no, most of the resources. So she said, go ahead and just do it. So I think that's going to be the next step, you guys. I'm going to just go ahead and do it. Yeah. And I'm not, this is my new path right here. This is the videos. I don't have time for kicking it around and drama and things that just don't mean my brain well. I've looked at quite a bit of things up here, and it just I got that drama that I'm dealing with at work on the daily, so I don't need the heavy nonsense sometimes that comes with stuff that I may do up here. But y'all know me, I still have a certain connection with YouTube, so and the people on YouTube as well. If I get a check, I get a check. That's how I kind of take YouTube now. If I get a check, I get a check. If I don't, oh well. Because I have quite a bit of things that I want to do just with my friends outside of here. So I'm fine. But it is okay. So yeah, the advantages and disadvantages of being a supervisor. So a disadvantage is that it's very much pressured. It's a pressured position. Do I like pressure? No. I'm gonna tell you this. That's one thing I can't stand, when somebody is pressuring me to do something, and that was something that I had to learn how to adapt to. And I had to tone down. I got to tone down. I can't be, the type of person I am. I kind of like to, go off at the side of, how they say it, go off in the ham, in the, go the hell off. Okay, when ish ain't going right, I can't do that no more. That took a lot. I was like, oh my God, I can't go off. When a bitch comes sideways, they said no. So I said, oh my God, I can't, y'all. So that was a lot out of me, so I was like, okay, I got to change that. That's why coming up here and going off on somebody, no. Because it's going to reflect on what I do in a daily as a supervisor. So I got to shut my mouth. A lot of times. So I'm going to just zip it. I'm known to just go off. I'm going to just tell y'all that right. It's been quite a few times. I can't yell no more. Because then they're going to be like, oh, you yelling. You're being hostile. Y'all, I like to just kind of tell a bitch what I feel. Like, ho, you came at me sideways. Raggedy ass hoe. I can't see. Stop it. Throw it away. I have to be professional, so I have to say, hey, okay, I see that this is a conflict. Can we just kind of handle this correctly? Yesterday, I had a worker was like, I would have said, so I feel like this was a good thing on my end. So he was like, I would have told that person, you ain't helped me with nothing. This is what he said. Do you think I came with that email? No. I said, well, we were going to do that. And what about inventory? What about inventory, sir? And it just went from there. It was a good exchange. But yeah, I could have went on and said, thanks for nothing. That's what he was like, I would have wrote thanks for nothing. But that wasn't the case. I handled it very professional. Okay, so I can do it. I think I can do it. Yeah, y'all. Come on. I got more advantages and disadvantages of being a supervisor, because I know there's going to be a lot more people out here becoming supervisors, becoming head of the department. Okay, boss. I had the girl tell me, she was like, okay, I'm about to, let me see, you're a boss. Boss. That's what she said. So I had to go ahead and try to accept that. It was kind of, I was like, okay, boss. Is it boss? Is it babysitter? Okay. Is it more responsibility than what I already have? I do. Not only that, see, that's the thing. I don't just do that. I got to be part of the production until we get others, so that's something that's a disadvantage right now, because that's not my only task at hand, because they want me to do more things with administrative. They was like, come on, you got to do this administrative, but I'm like, the whole house is gonna fall the hell down like the three pigs when they blow the house down. That is what's gonna happen if I take my hand out of performing the production. So no, nada, I can't do that. I can't just do administrative only. That's where the last guy went wrong. So yeah. What else, y'all? Advantages and disadvantages of being a supervisor. An advantage is you get a lot of motivation. I'll say this, you do get motivation. People, quite a bit of, help here, help there. Sometimes It may feel like they're just throwing you to the wolves, but I'm not just gonna say that it's all. I'm not gonna help him get to where he needs to be as a supervisor. No, I'm not. I can't say that. So, you know, and then you're gonna have some people from the upper management you're just not gonna like. You know, I like this. I like the chick. I like her. The dude. This man. I don't know. Working for a bald-headed white man, girl. I just don't. You know, and then he got this arrogance about him. But let me go ahead and just say no. I'm gonna take the niceness that he does give me, but a lot of it is damn right. You know, just y'all. If you got a bald head white man or upper management, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah. So that's it, y'all. Really, that's well, no, it's not. I got more advantages and disadvantages of being a supervisor. You can't really go out no more like that. You can't go out. But I'm telling you, me and my girl, we're going to Busch Gardens. I'm gonna go scoop her up and we gonna go. Cause I got for real, we gotta go. What is this weekend? We might have to go because it's about to get cold. That's first. You're too emotional. Get out of your feelings. Problems fixed. Yeah, you know what? That could be true. Yeah. That's good. That's good advice too, Maggie. Emotion. Yeah. You know what? I'm glad that Mikey said that. Yeah, you're right. Sometimes you do be too far into your emotions and you got to get out of that. That was something that was also told to me too. So that advantages and disadvantages of being a supervisor. You have to remember to stay out of your emotions, especially when you have to discipline a employee or you have to perform a responsibility role. And I can say this, I do have a team that, well, a internal team, all right, the people around me, they do respect me. That's something. So you have to, an advantage of being a supervisor that you want to have is that your team respects you to the point where, they just not going to go slam off and not tell you where they are. Hey, I'm here, I'm there. So I have that. Some of the resources, it's me and another coworker. I say that we really stand our ground. We're trying to get the work done, trying to get the production out. But we do feel drained. I got to say that we've been feeling drained lately. Yeah. But all we can do is keep going on until we can't go no more. Out here. Because we do got bills to pay. Ain't nothing going on but the rent. Okay, so that is a huge part of why, I decided to take on the role of being a supervisor. Gotta make that money, that coin. So, yeah. That's a good way to, form your passion. But a lot of times, I do pick myself back up through encouragement. Because if it wasn't for, that friend of mine, I wouldn't be even thinking about doing the permanent position. I just would say no. I would just go back to, the position that I was doing. But I guess I think I'm gonna go ahead and just take this on. Yeah. So y'all, it's life is out here. Get your branches and just move in the direction that you see fit. And anything can happen with good vibes and good intentions. Let me tell you another disadvantage about being a supervisor. A lot of times you can lose friends that are close to you at work. You just got to kind of know, I don't play. You got to let them know you don't play, because you don't want a relationship that you may have built at work to mess up the way that you supervise. So that's something, that I had to really like be told. Somebody told me that, I was told that, and I had to, pretty much adapt to it. Do I know how long I'm going to do this position? No. All I know is that I'm going to get the experience, and I'm going to put that on my resume so that I can get a position that would better suit me. Yeah. I've been doing this type of work for over 6 years, so I pretty much know a lot of what goes on. The thing that is gonna kill, I ain't gonna say kill. The thing that is gonna be my hardest challenge is the pressure and the babysitting. Yeah, because you already know, especially when it comes to a lot, certain folks, they don't like to be told basically, what to do on a level, and they don't like a micromanager. That's where the company I'm with, they are in micromanage mode. They own it. They be like, we don't micromanage, and they absolutely micromanage. So that is where I'm at. You can, right? This a disadvantage. A disadvantage of being a supervisor. That stress comes with micromanaging, because you have to fight through people every day to try to get them to do what the company wants. It's a lot. And sometimes people can't take, the type of pressure that you can take, people can't take. And you know what they're going to do? They're going to say, I'm not coming in today. Because you worried me to death. That's what they're going to do. And then what is it going to be? You're going to be there alone. And then what? They're going to be hitting you in the head with the bone. They're going to be hitting you. So, advantages and disadvantages of being a supervisor, being someone that is in a managerial position or occupation. That is the talk for today. So, I say get out here, do you. Okay? If you just got you, a nice little job that you chilling, I say continue to chill. Keep chilling. Hopefully, I'll get there one day. Shoot, with a nice... I made a mistake and called my old supervisor yesterday. It was yesterday or the day before. I was looking for somebody else's number, and I was like, oh, my bad, I made a mistake and called you. And he seemed like he was, just doing good. It seemed like he'd be like doing just answering calls now, and making more money. So hopefully I can be in something like that too. I damn sure wish I had saw that position before he did, though. I wish, y'all. But yeah, I can say, I've been there for about 6 years. So a lot of times, people, it takes them even longer to become uh, a supervisor. So I say that's an advantage, that, I know how to produce a resume. I know how to interview quite well. So, yeah. What time is it? Okay, it's about 6. Yeah, so y'all, that's just where I'm at right now. Just trying to keep myself, in that mode of positivity, because a lot of times, that's something at a disadvantage of being a supervisor. You're dealing with so much conflict that some of that negativity does surface around you. I'm not just gonna sit here and tell you that I don't have negative vibes at times, because I definitely do. When it comes to bad communication, that's something, bad communication when it comes to that disadvantage of supervision. Sometimes you have that. This guy told me that I needed to, it was something that was done incorrectly, right? So he was like, yeah, you should have told me. I was like, how am I supposed to tell you something that I don't even know yet? You got the material, sir. So what do you mean I need to tell you? I am not no mind reader, and I don't know when something. Did you just say that? And then he kind of had to think about it. So you got to be patient with people too. That's something I like sometimes too, is patience. You got to be very patient. Nope. That's a, if you like patience, that's a disadvantage of being a supervisor. But you got to be so patient with certain people, because sometimes you can't think about the past either. You cannot think about, like, what what's the word for it? Like, if somebody helped you before and you felt like they knew what they was doing, that's not always the case. You got to be very patient, and you got to talk to these people. It's just, y'all, it's something else out here. 1 second, y'all. Kareem, hey, thank you, boo. I appreciate it. Hey, Sophia, baby, you said, oh, keep positive, Roro. Yeah, baby, I got to do the best I can, and just keep it on a positive level, because it is a lot that I need to be thankful for. Yeah. You said so patient. You end up feeling impatient. Yes, impatience comes so quick. You a lot of times will, how can I put it? Be caught off guard. You be caught off guard, and then you won't even know. You be like, oh my god, I'm being impatient. So, yeah, that's what I deal with though, y'all. I'm glad I was able to just to come and kind of talk to y'all today though. I think this is gonna be my stop here, and then hey, we may pick up where we left off at when it comes to this patience and impatient talk. No, what did I say? I'm sorry. Well, that too, but the advantages and disadvantages of being a supervisor. We'll pick this right back up, you guys. But yeah, so it takes a lot of my time, and it's a lot of times it's because I am trying to put out fires. A disadvantage of being a supervisor, you have to put out fires, and it burns sometimes. And you could be cleaning a third degree wound for days, first degree, third degree, girl, and you get a lot of them. Okay, yeah, and y'all say, "Ooh, I gotta I gotta get to the barber shop. Oh yeah, I'm going today. I am going today, y'all. Ebony, what's up, boo? Because you gotta look good as a supervisor too. What am I doing? So yeah, y'all, all's fair in work and war. That's a good one. All's fair in work and war. Because a lot of times, you try to fight these folks to get something done. So yeah, I just been having to write more emails. Stay on top of people. I got a project that we gotta do next week, and I'm not looking forward to it, but I'm gonna try to stay in that mode of row positivity. I'm gonna try to stay strong. Oh, thank you, Sophie, baby. I appreciate it, boo. You said it's good to get it off your chest. Isn't it? Absolutely, darling. Yes. Thank you so much. Oh, and make positive sense of the situation and your well-being. Yeah, and something else that I can say, I know that I can't, that I know that during this position that I'm going in the right path, is that other people are also at times you see they're also feeling that pressure. So that helps too, even though I don't want nobody to be feeling pressure, because I know how that can be, and it can be different type of stress levels for others, but it definitely does help though to know that, oh, okay, so I see you got some pressure going. So yeah, that's where I'm at. Asia, hey. Oh, thank you, baby. I appreciate it, Asia. Yeah, and I'm gonna get the 2-strand twists. So I'm gonna get those soon. Yeah, I just got to see how to prep my hair for the 2 strands. But yeah, I think those are so nice, and I think I found the perfect person to do them. And those 2-strand twists, they definitely cost. Okay, they are $200. No, did I see that right? Maybe, you know what? I think that was with extensions. So when I looked at the prices of this person that does it, I think their prices were I think it was cheaper for like just men's hair. I think it was. Yeah, I think it was though. Oh yeah, that's a I'll say a disadvantage of being a supervisor. You got to coach people at times too. They have the good coaching and the bad coaching. Ubu, you said I used to manage a group of people for a financial institution. 0 out of 10 would not recommend. Boom, Ebony, yes. Now I coach manager. Now, oh, I'm a coach manager, and it's still a headache. Yeah, boo, it ain't no joke being a supervisor. I see a lot of what my previous supervisor was going through. I do, now. And, I can definitely say that it's nice to know on a level that, he's kind of still there to help me if I, do have a question. So I like that. Hey, how you doing, boo? Lawana? It's good to see you, baby. Lawana J. Yeah, so y'all, that's this chapter for today, and I'll be talking with y'all soon. I'm really just trying to bring y'all, better dialect and more, quality. Yep. You got to strive. Since I got to strive for the best, and being this supervisor, I got to strive for the best of me too. So, okay, I'm going to see y'all soon. Y'all take care today. Ooh, it's the weekend, baby. We approaching the weekend. Hey. Y'all, I'm ready for some I want to do some karaoke. Yeah, I might get with my girl though this weekend, y'all. We may just have us a little Busch Gardens adventure. Yep. She ain't got no man no more. Girl, and you know I ain't got one either. It's living single out here. So I gotta have fun with her why y'all, cause you know how y'all friends is these days. Y'all, when your friends get a boo, you can kiss them goodbye. Okay, unless the boo cool with you, then y'all can, do y'all what's it called? You can be the third wheel and stuff. But a lot of times these folks is booed up. Y'all know exactly. Boo. Let's be outside. Yes, Asia. We outside this weekend. We may be outside. I'm ready, y'all. Okay. See y'all soon. Bye-bye.